haven't seen much of them, but I know I'm all over YouTube.
Oh, you are?
Dancing out here.
Oh, you dance out here?
Yeah, and in Monterey, Gilroy, everywhere since I've been in California. I never danced in my life, and now I dance all day. Usually down at the piano.
Oh, really?
Or at Venice Beach. Any place where the music's right.
You'll dance.
I'll stop and dance. The
screen is down.
market over here and
Good morning, Mary.
all up and down the boardwalk. I've been doing it now for 14 years, and I've had so many people at Sugar. I was there every day, and I was on YouTube.
Were you dancing?
Yeah, they would have. They had a special thing going on one time, and a woman come up with her kids. One of them was Down syndrome and a baby carriage.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
And she said, "Are you sure today?" And he said, "Yeah, Ma." They said YouTube, because I told the kid that was working there, to use his phone or the cameras they have and put me on it.
This is going to go on
Let
YouTube.
me know how the people, if they really are.
I do have solar inside.
And
finishing my roof.
this one day, the kid went in and I danced for the little boy with the Down syndrome.
Oh, okay.
And he comes out and he says, "Yeah, Ma, it's today." So after I was dancing, she goes in with the kid, and a guy that was selling lemonade at the end of the store asked me how much I get from the tips, and I told him I don't put nothing out there for tips. I don't ask for tips. I dance because I'm 70 years old at the time. I'm 73 now.
Wow.
And the fact that I can move and dance, because I came to California, I was crippled. I had my wife, took care of her for 10 years. They told me she was not going to leave the hospital room when I found out she had to get taken to the hospital. But she lasted 10 years. And when I came to California, my son was living here, and I was a mess. I went to a chiropractor out in Santa Maria, and he was going to do a before and after picture. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I haven't seen myself for 10 years in the mirror. I didn't recognize me. I thought I was looking through an open door and wondering who the hell is this guy coming into the place. And when I realized it was me, I made up my mind. I said, no, I'm going to make sure if I'm going to be homeless, I'm going to get healthy. All right. I didn't want to get put into the VA housing. I saw too many people with kids in motel rooms or in cars. And I said, because I'm a veteran, I don't deserve priority for that. I said, put somebody with kids. I had no family anymore. My kids were grown up. My wife died. I said, I don't need a house. I've been on the streets since I was a baby. I know how to survive on the streets.
Really?
And now I'm ready to get to the VA and say, put me in a home.
Yeah.
It's too cold, and I've been out here a long time doing this. But this guy asked me about the tips, and all of a sudden, a beam of light out of nowhere came from, I don't know where, but right to the front entrance of Sugar down the end of the boardwalk. And now this kid with Down syndrome, I danced for him for a while, and he's no expression, nothing, just drooling on himself. He's now coming out, standing up in the chair with a big smile on his face and waving at me. And I told the guy, I said, now see, I don't know how much money I could ever get that's going to top that. You know, I said, I don't know what was going on with YouTube, but I know that this kid finally realized that people on TV are real. You know, Down syndrome, he's not communicating with his mom. It's just, and the book on him, when he came out, I don't know where the light came from, but the guy, he saw it too, you know. You could tell by the look on his face, it's like, where the hell, what's going on here? And I told him that I don't care if I get $1 million from somebody today ain't gonna
Top that.
top that. You know, I said, the fact that I come out here, when I went to the VA hospital in Santa Maria, I told the doctor I'm gonna need another cane. He said, a cane? We were considering a nursing home, assisted living, and an electric wheelchair. And I said, no, I just took care of my wife for 10 years. I'm not going any place where somebody else is gonna do the kind of things I had to do to take care of my wife with the Hep C. I mean, towards the end.
She passed away?
Yeah, she passed away, but the kind of drugs for the depression and anxiety, so, you know, she was gone for a while before she died, but she was never supposed to make it. When she left the hospital, the doctor told me, you know, Frank, if you get 30 days, consider it a miracle. This went on every year. Something would happen. She'd be in the hospital. She ended up having to get surgery to have her, so her platelets wouldn't keep dropping on her. They were putting it in intravenous and they're dropping. And I had to sign the papers to say, go ahead with the surgery, even though they're saying chances are she ain't going to wake up after the operation. And she came through everything so fast. They were saying a week in intensive care after surgery, then the other intensive care for to make it through that first one, you go to the next one. If she gets past that, then gets into her room, maybe in a month, if she's still alive, you can take her home. And it took her less than a week from the surgery to be back in the room and back to, you know, a little while of being herself for a while. And I came to California. I said, there ain't no way I'm going to let that happen to me. I told him instead of a home, I'm just going to go for a walk. And they said, where are you going to sleep? I said, well, eventually I'll have to stop walking and then I'll go to sleep. You know? And that's basically what I did. I came out here, I walked off 150 pounds and kept it off. I was always over 200 pounds.
How long ago was this?
I lost the weight, I think by 2011. I came to Venice in November of '09 to stay here in Venice.
After your wife passed?
The VA hospital. Yeah, my wife's now has been 16 years. And to me, it's like yesterday. You know, and,
How long were you guys married for?
40 years.
Wow.
There's a sign out there too.
Did you have kids? Yeah, did you guys
I
have...
had 2 boys, and my wife was part of a prophecy. Her real father, she always thought was her uncle. And he had his own church in New Jersey, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And was a prophecy when he was 13, he told her, preach the word, gather your disciples, and he did all that. And became a very, very rich man. And his daughter, who was always taught that to her uncle, and a bachelor, also had a prophecy from Jesus, all documented stuff, telling him to have a daughter and that she's going to marry the good or the evil for the next coming. It turned out to be the 2 children she had, one good and one evil. My first son was born at Fort Carson, and while she was pregnant, the Star of Bethlehem appeared over Colorado Springs, where she was in bed pregnant. And you know, they made the announcement to look in the sky on a certain night, and a star that hasn't been seen in 2,000 years, and